Rome, May 4th, 1930, a memorable day. Here, at Villa Torlonia, in the beautiful formal gardens, Eda Mussolini and Galeazzo Ciano held their wedding reception. The King of Italy and heads of state throughout the world sent precious gifts. After all, Eda is a Mussolini, the dictator's favorite, the great Duce. As of 8 years, fascism's incontestable leader. Having subdued his political rivals, resorting to violence and special legislation, Mussolini rules over 40 million Italians, some enthusiastic, some indifferent, some agreeing and others disagreeing, in jail or exiled, or silenced within their own country. The groom, Galeazzo Ciano, fairly young, a diplomat, dashing, intelligent, destined for a brilliant career. A bit too swift a career, someone had said. A radiant Roman spring, a wedding sealed with love, with success, with doting family affections, but also a marriage that will be at the heart of an historic and tragic family event.
No! You think they're really gonna follow us the whole way?
Well, we need bodyguards. After all, we are Italy's favorite couple.
You be annoyed, huh?
What are you gonna do?
Hold on. Don't say anything. I'm gonna have some fun. Oh, Papa! What is all this?
I only wanted to make sure you got off to a good start.
So, all right, Papa. Now go back and we'll call you from Capri as soon as we get there, huh?
Edgar, here, buy for yourself whatever you like. Something nice, darling. Something pretty, huh?
Enter! You too, Galeazzo. 3 children, okay?
We have to be careful, my dear Colonel. The Duce has always been my mentor. Without him, National Socialism would not exist. We would never have been able to rearm the Reich, annex Austria, and incorporate Czechoslovakia. But he's too attached to his family. His son-in-law, Count Ciano, would have the Duce betray us. When he arrives tomorrow, entertain him. Theaters, nightclubs, bordellos, whatever. But tell him nothing of our plans. Gentlemen, we have reached a turning point. Germany can no longer carve out her destiny without combating. Attacking Poland is a pretext. We want to expand eastwards to the limits of Asia.
Galeazzo Ciano, by now a key figure in the international political scene, at once the Duce's son-in-law and protege, at 33 already Minister of Foreign Affairs, carries out the dictator's wishes with consummate skill during the war in Spain, in Albania, and when forming the alliance with Hitler. But later, confronted with the specter of a Second World War, he becomes wary of that alliance. He won't be able to shed his own responsibilities, and his change of heart, which comes too little and too late, makes him suspect in the eyes of both Hitler and Mussolini.
Sir Ribbentrop, exactly what is it that Germany wants? A corridor to Poland, to the sea, to Danzig, or a...
No. We want war. In less than 2 weeks, Warsaw will be ours.
Oh. What then? Will France and England just sit by and watch? Is that what you think?
They'll sit by and watch, as usual.
What makes you so sure?
Our foreign minister's judgment has always proven to be quite sound, Excellency.
You forgive me, but an Italian dressing would have greatly improved this most beautiful salad, don't you agree?
I've been meaning to tell you, Count Ciano, that Italy needn't participate in this war. And even if she did, I don't think it'd make any difference. You may tell that to the Duce.
I'm greatly relieved, Führer, because our pact allows for at least another 3 years before a war. Greatly relieved.
We may retire now. The dinner is over.
Baron von Ribbentrop, allow me to propose a wager between one minister and another. If you invade Poland without France and England intervening, then I will send you a Renaissance painting. But if France and England intervene and there is a full-scale war, then you will send me your collection of ancient armor. Is that agreed?
You will surely lose.
You lose no matter what happens, Count Czarno.
I shall write that in my diary, Führer.
Galeazzo won the bet. Hitler attacked Poland and the Second World War broke out. Ribbentrop, however, never paid up. The Nazi blitzkrieg seemed irresistible, and so Mussolini also entered the conflict. But the first setbacks were soon to come. And yet, at Palazzo Venezia, in that wintry afternoon in 1942, the war seemed far off. The farce could still be carried on, though not for much longer. This young woman is Claretta Petacci, the Duce's mistress.
Morning, Signora.
Navarra. What sort of mood is he in today?
Oh, so-so.
Political headaches?
Partly.
Any interesting visitors?
An Hungarian reporter and a Sicilian princess.
Again? It's the 4th time.
Signora.
Thanks anyway. Navarra.
Yes?
Keep me informed.
As always.
Thank you. Ah, how are the children?
They're fine, Duce.
Galeazzo? Edda. You must instruct her that she's not to tell anybody about what she has seen or heard in Germany.
Yes, Duce.
Good.
Duce, the Vatican is waiting for an answer concerning the removal of the German and Italian military command from Rome. Or the Allies might bomb here as well.
So you're always concerned about the Anglo-Americans. Tell them I agree, and proceed with the negotiations. I favor their request. Do we leave, Galeazzo?
Duce.
Ben,
You like them?
they're beautiful. But why so many?
Well, I didn't know which one to pick.
A kiss then for each negligee. Is that a fair price? Or are there so many because the princess didn't want them?
Oh, spare me the daily scene.
What did you expect? I kept quiet, but you've seen her 4 times already.
What do you have, spies now?
What is this, the beginning of a new romance?
Be quiet! Don't you realize I have more important problems on my mind? I can't bear to listen to this.
Keep seeing her then. I can't go on.
Claretta. Good God. Claretta. Navarra! Come here at once! Navarra!
Coming.
What is it?
Well, don't just stand there. Help me. She just fainted without warning. Call Dr. Petacci.
Her father?
Yes. Let him handle this. Have him come over right now. Go on.
Oh, there she is, sir.
Donna Raquel?
Dear Colonel, do you mind if we talk in my garden? I promise I'll be quick. Thank you, Commissioner.
Signora.
You manage all by yourself?
It's the only thing I know how to do well. So, you found the evidence I asked for? Huh? Colonel?
Here's a detailed report on his movements during the last few days. Warn the Duce. You're the person who can.
You make it sound easy. The Duce refuses to believe the Channel betrays him.
Voila!
Continue, let's hear.
So, Raquel and Claret, they say, Duce. We know how to economize for the war effort. So. We know how to economize. So. Duce, when the napkin wears out, we turn it into 2 handkerchiefs. How? Voila! Thank you. Sandro, come on, you're not enjoying yourself. Hey, companion, it's only a joke. Even the Duce would appreciate it. And he has no sense of humor. You know, as Minister of Culture, you should be more tolerant.
And you should be more careful.
You really are upset.
No, Gaiazzo, I'm not upset. I couldn't care less. Oh, not again.
Don't let them hear you, or there'll be a stampede. Looks like we have visitors. They're just tourists, nothing to worry about. My friends, be calm. Have no fear, no fear. Calm down, it's all right. Be not afraid. There's no danger.
More candles.
The Anglo-Americans only come to bomb Milan and Turin, but not the Eternal City. It's a beautiful evening. Life and joy. They will never bomb Rome. And why? Because the Pope lives here. Our Papa. We are safe. Sandro, my friend, where are you? Mesdames et Messieurs, our culture minister. Sandro, enjoy yourself. Now. You must enjoy your life. It's all a joke. All a dream. Smile, beautiful women. It's all a dream.
I'm out.
I'll see you.
3 aces. Another round?
We've been here 7 hours.
One last game, then.
Only if it really is the last.
I'm afraid I can't join you.
Countess is entertaining some guests.
Ah.
Disgusting.
Cards?
I pass.
Edda?
I open 3 cards.
I'll take one. It's your bet, Edda.
10,000.
I have 10.
See you.
Full house.
Disgusting. I told you.
Thank you, dear.
Good night.
Good night, Ada.
Good night.
Come, Marta.
Thanks for coming, Lorenzo.
Thank you.
You're a dear.
I thought you were laughing. I was sure.
When can I see you again?
I don't know.
Tomorrow?
No.
When?
I'm not sure.
La Rivaldi, Il Trovatore.
I don't know if I can make it.
What a pity. Oh, it's the season in Rome, you know.
A very heavy day. Unsettling news from all fronts. The retreat in Russia has become a rout.
How was your evening?
It was fine. Yours?
Fine.
Did you lose?
Not worth mentioning. Good night.
Good night. I did not spare the Duce in my estimate of the situation. We approach winter in a state of mind which at worst should have been ours when pulling out of it.
Mr. Secretary, this is Contessa Chano. It's late, I know. I'm sorry I woke you, but I've done something rather foolish. I need 20,000 lira. And obviously my father's not to know about it. I know. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Galeazzo. Are you spying on me now?
No. No, I'm just worried. That's all. You know, everything comes to an end sooner or later, even money.
That's true.
And Lorenzo, did he lose too?
No, losing isn't his style.
That's too bad.
You're jealous.
No. No, I'm just curious. You know, every so often I just wonder. I wonder what is becoming of us, both, you and I.
We're two close friends who happen to be man and wife, no?
Why are you so vindictive, Ada?
Sorry. Sometimes it's difficult to be modern, even for me.
Good night. Sleep well. Duce. Duce. What a surprise.
I would like a word with your daughter.
Certainly. I'll tell her you're here.
I know the way.
Of course.
Oh, Ben, it was you.
Does it still hurt?
No, I've forgotten it.
Well, then forget the princess, too. She no longer exists.
Oh, Ben. Come. Beside me. Come. Maybe this isn't the right moment, but I have to tell you something. I know for sure that someone will try to turn you against me.
Claretta, please.
No, don't. Promise you won't pay any attention and only listen to your heart.
Haven't I always?
Listen to me. You mustn't trust your son-in-law. I know I'm not to mention the members of your family, but listen to me just once. You mustn't trust him. Would you like some coffee? Edda?
No, thank you, Mama. These family Sundays are becoming unbearably cheerful now. Vittorio, do you think Mama knows about Claretta?
At times I think she does, but she's not willing to let on.
We have to do something. Claretta's family's exploiting the situation in every way possible.
Vittorio!
Silver kicks a high one.
We're ready, waiting for you.
I'm coming!
Hurry up. Come on, get her moving.
They're even trying to discredit Galeazzo because they're afraid he may be a problem to them.
Is it Mama you're worried about, or your husband?
Vittorio!
No, not sure. No, not now. I can't. No. Please.
Then you play with us, Mama.
Mama, would you like to take a walk with me?
Come. I'll show you my hens, my flowers, my vegetable garden. There's everything. Lettuce, tomatoes.
Only shots of American bombings. Churches in ruins. Human suffering. Enemy brutality.
Nothing about the front?
Just 4 words. We'll hold the line. Fine.
Duce, Morocco has already fallen to the Allies. Algeria will be next. In a few weeks, the Anglo-Americans will take Tunis, and Tunis is a stone's throw from Palermo.
Just let them try landing in Sicily. They'll be met by our submarines. If anyone does reach the shore, we'll throw them back in the sea.
Duce, the war is lost.
Enough.
Finito?
Later, Rachele.
Now. It's important.
Okay, no?
I prefer delivering this to you personally, Duce, even at the cost of ruining your Sunday.
The usual report from Berlin?
No, Duce. This time it concerns Count Ciano. This was sent to me directly by the Führer's personal secretary.
The whip. That's what the Italians need. The whip.
Over here. Watch it.
Here you go. Coming at you.
Let's go. Stop it.
Well? I thought we came here to check a newsreel.
Continue.
A moment ago, you said we had lost the war. I imagine you enjoy entertaining others with this opinion. You enjoy playing the defeatist. And in my house.
It is not defeatism. I am only trying to weigh the facts. You know as well as I do, Che, that the war is lost.
No.
Even the Germans. They're losing on all fronts. Look, Stalingrad. What was supposed to be Hitler's triumph has turned into a trap. The Germans, they will never come out of it. They're surrounded on all sides. It will be their biggest defeat, and it will only get worse and worse. I beg you, Duce, we must pull out, or we'll be responsible for unimaginable slaughter. We must ask for an armistice, Duce.
Never! Hey!
Look what you did.
Duce, please,
I don't want to hear any more talk about a separate peace. Do you hear me? No. I will not break the alliance with the Germans. Is that clear? I've never liked them. But I envy them. I envy their toughness, discipline, their determination. We'll carry on with that same vigor. We'll go on fighting to the very end. To the last bullet. To the last Italian.
Duce.
Galeazzo Ciano, you are no longer my foreign minister. The shake-up does not involve only you. I have a list here of the ministers who are to be replaced. It includes your friend, Pavolini. Only you have been informed so far. The others will be notified this evening. Mind you, the information is still highly confidential. You're not going to ask why?
No. Hitler must be very pleased.
In Italy, I'm the chief of state.
May I ask a question, please?
Who your successor will be?
Yes.
No one. Foreign policy returns to this desk. As for you, you can choose. A command in Albania, the ambassadorship in Madrid, or the Vatican. Let me know.
Vatican, please.
Very well. But remember, your future is still in my hands. by now.
First you should call Berlin the Chancery, then have flowers sent to Donna Rachele. The Duce is certainly a genius. In a single blow he has made 3 people happy. His wife, his mistress, and our Führer.
I know her family is responsible.
Look, for the last time, the decision to fire me was made in Berlin, not in Berlin.
Are you saying my father takes orders from Hitler?
Would you prefer to think that your father took orders from a Claretta Petacci?
What is it? It's Pavellini.
Hey, Sandro! Hello! I'm sorry, but I was in the middle of a little domestic problem. So you're out of a job too, eh?
Yeah, thanks to you, and my only fault was being your friend.
Well, fault? I thought being my friend was a privilege.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going abroad, to the Vatican.
Marvelous. A perfect post for you to go on scheming with your Anglo-American contacts.
Well, you know me, I'm a true diplomat and a true pacifist.
You a pacifist?
True blue.
What about all those bombs we dropped together? On Albania?
Ethiopia, Greece.
Oh, come on! Single-mindedness is the virtue of fools. One must be adaptable in politics. Anyway, it's pointless going against the tide of affairs. How are you going to adapt?
I'm not. Perhaps I'm that fool.
With the virtue.
Well, as I said, I'm in the middle of a little domestic problem. Anyway, thank you for phoning. I'll talk to you again.
Bye.
This isn't a little domestic problem. This is a big domestic problem. And if you won't take care of it, I will.
Beh, l'ora degli addii ti pare un po' triste, vero? Vedi bene, da principi di ieri quest'isola non saltava granché d'accordo.
Edda!
Ma adesso
Edda, wait!
pace.
Listen to me. If you've come here because of Galeazzo, then you can go home. He should have been removed. Before. Your father waited too long.
You're obviously pleased.
Yes, I'm pleased.
Well, in that case, there are 2 happy women in Rome.
What do you mean? Edda!
Papa! Papa! Papa, whatever you do to Galeazzo, you do to me as well.
These are political matters. Do not get involved.
She gets involved. Papa, her family is using you. Look, contracts for supplies in Spain paid twice the amount. Paid in dollars and in gold. And a sumptuous villa, I don't know how they paid for that. And the rapid rise of her brother's military career. Papa, he hasn't even been to the front. He would never have gotten as far as he has if he hadn't been the brother of your mistress.
Don't raise your voice.
I talk the way you do.
Think of Mama. You wanted to hear.
Suddenly you're worried about Mama?
How dare you?
Papa, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk to you this way. But it hurts me so much to see the way that they're manipulating you. Even turning you against Galeazzo.
Edda, wait. I'll stop seeing her. And you?
What?
Too many friends, Edda. Even in Germany there's gossip about you.
Then Galeazzo must be right. You shouldn't trust the Germans.
You can't let anyone in, Signora. I'm sorry.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, I can't let you in, Signora.
Is anything wrong? What's happened?
I wouldn't know. I'm following orders.
Today I've spoken clearly. When I entered the room, Mussolini confirmed his decision to go along with the Germans. The Duce cannot and must not do it. Tear up the pact. Throw it in Hitler's face. And Europe will recognize in you the natural leader of the anti-German crusade. September 3rd, 1939. I do not know how the war will develop, but I know one thing: it will develop, and it will be long, uncertain, and relentless. Participation of Great Britain makes this certain. The war can end only with Hitler's elimination or the defeat of Britain. Well, I'm in your hands now, General. You're one of the few people who've seen these diaries. You know that? Mind if I ask a personal question? No. Go ahead. The way I see it, you wanted the war in Spain, Greece, and Albania. And then signing that Pact of Steel with Germany made you one of the most hated men in Italy. Well, what I don't understand is why you didn't simply resign. Ha! Now, what good would that have done, General? And if I hadn't been a minister, but was an ordinary civilian, would you have come to me now with your plan for a coup d'etat? No, you would not.
Yes, I heard. And when did it happen? And where? Exactly. Keep me posted. The casualties? Rush in every man we've got. And make sure they don't leave the Palermo and Messina arsenals defenseless. Understand? The radio. Yeah. What about the king? When's he due to return to Rome?
Depart tomorrow for summer camps organized by the Italian Youth Council. During their vacation, they will have classes in discipline and best readiness supervised by volunteer state teachers.
Benito!
And now,
what's going on?
I don't know. Must be important. Papa called me.
The National Council for the Supervision of Supplies.
Papa! I'm here.
What's going on?
If Berlin calls, I'll be at my headquarters in Palazzo Venezia in 20 minutes.
But what happened?
We've been invaded.
Benito! What's happened?
They've landed in Sicily, the Americans and the English.
Our forces are not strong enough to drive them back.
I can't possibly ascertain that, not at this moment.
Oh my God!
They wouldn't dare bomb Rome. The Pope. What do they say? Give here. The time has come for the Italian people to choose whether to die for Mussolini and Hitler or live for Italy and civilization.
Benito, the English, the Americans will bomb Rome if the king doesn't get rid of you.
Palazzo Venezia.
Duce, the Pope is waiting for an answer.
Here it is. A separate peace is out of the question.
So the war will continue?
Yes.
To the last Italian?
Exactly.
For the benefit of the Germans?
That's enough. I don't want the Pope interfering.
Yes, but the Pope may ask the King to negotiate a separate peace with the Allies. There's no time to lose.
Instead, all we have to do is wait. Before long, they'll be fighting among themselves, the Russians and the Anglo-Americans. No, the first thing we have to do is regain control of our skies.
Duce, listen. Our cities are helpless. Allied bombers could raze them to the ground without encountering the least resistance. And the people would not blame them, they'd be blaming you for not being able to prevent it.
We've no shortage of firing squads, have we? Not for everybody. No exceptions. You may leave. Galeazzo.
Yes?
Your diaries. You are keeping them up to date, aren't you?
Yes, Duce.
Very wise. Very wise.
Galeazzo.
Mother. Mother, thank you for coming here like this.
Oh, what's wrong, Galeazzo? Why did you ask me to meet you like this?
Mother, you're the only person I can turn to. You're the only person I can trust. And I need your help. But you must understand that if you help me, you could be in danger as a result. All right. First, I must give you these. Just 1 minute. These, they're my diaries. Now, I want you to keep them for me. But no one must see them without my approval, for any reason at all. These are my life insurance, you understand? Will you take them for me? Can you?
Galeazzo, tell me.
What?
Are you afraid that the Duce might...
Well, listen, you take these. There'll be no danger if you're careful. Mother, thank you for coming. You'll be safe. Mama, be careful.
Yes, you do.
Oh, it's beautiful.
By the way, I forgot to tell you earlier that I've invited my mother to spend a few days with us here at the sea. She'll keep you company while I'm in Rome.
You're going to Rome?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, your father's finally given in.
Mama, can I go in for a swim?
No, not now.
Papa, can't I go?
For a swim? Yes, but don't go too far. Not too far. A little way. Not too far.
All right.
What were you saying?
That your father's finally given in. He's decided to call a meeting of the Fascist Grand Council.
He hasn't done that since the beginning of the war.
I know. Pressure from some members of the party, from the most important ones, myself included. Of course, I'm going to take their side.
You're going to try to kick him out.
Ada, why do you always jump to conclusions? It's quite simply a matter of removing your father from the influence of Adolf Hitler and returning the military leadership back to the king, that's all. Don't jump to conclusions. At this moment, I think it's necessary.
Well, I suppose if my father has to stay in power to serve the Germans, that it's best that he step down, but be careful.
Why, what do you mean?
I mean, he's your father-in-law. Don't forget that.
You mean I should take sick leave with a high fever?
No, just don't be too conspicuous. He's easily hurt.
Well, as you know, I'm fond of him as well. I love him, in fact.
Make sure he understands that.
Hurry!
Yes, I'm here.
Money. Give them some money. Money. To these people.
Those who do not adhere to the ruling shall be subject to imprisonment up to 18 months. The Duce has called a meeting of the Fascist Grand Council. The highest political branch of the Fascist Party shall convene sometime tomorrow.
Surprise and horror throughout the world for the Anglo-American bombing of Rome. The enemy cynically announced that more air raids were to follow.
Resign then if you're not up to it. Or else react. But make sure that none of them is in a position to harm you. Huh? Look at the situation. You used to call the Grand Council, and now they have summoned him, apparently with the King's consent. No, there's no doubt about it. Without him, they wouldn't have dared.
The King is with me.
I assure you that Galeazzo and Grandi and Bottai will accuse you. And yet they didn't exist before you took them under your wing. And now they would stick you in the back.
You're not saying I've grown senile, are you?
But you don't do anything. Why?
I'd only have to open my mouth and they'd all be trembling. They're helpless without me.
Oh, yes. Once, perhaps. But now, I don't know anymore. I don't know. Should we still have faith in you?
Hello? Why don't you answer me? I know it's you. I can feel it. Answer me, please. Please.
It's me.
Oh, Ben. Can you talk? Shall I come to you? Tell me when. Ben. You needn't say anything as long as you're there, Ben. Your call. That's all I wanted. Tomorrow. I'll come and see you tomorrow.
Don't forget, I'll always stand by you, regardless. Always. Whatever happens.
Arrest him right away?
No.
All we need is a sign, an order from you.
No.
Your Excellency! Give me back Signora Petacci's on the phone. She says it's urgent.
Later.
Hail the Duce.
We salute you.
De Bono.
Present.
Bottai.
Present.
Grandi.
Present.
Farinacci.
Present.
Ciano.
Present.
Can't stay here.
Tell me.
Signora, please.
How's it going?
Badly, very badly. You shouldn't have come.
I'll only stay a little while.
Please don't insist, Signora, please.
At least until we know something definite.
Please go. I'll phone you, but now... Please. Thank you.
Who has the floor? Well, let's start. Get it over with. Quiet! Quiet, please!
Grandi. Chairman Grandi has the floor.
The Mussolini of today has nothing in common with the Mussolini we believed in, and that's the Mussolini we fascists miss. It is he we want to see again, not a man in uniform officiating at parades who has lost all credibility. Your dictatorship has weakened the party. It's made an unbridgeable gap between the people and fascism. Once you said to us, let all factions perish, including my own, provided Italy is saved. Now I say, the time has come to keep that promise. I urge the Grand Council to call upon the King to assume full military leadership in conducting the war in this hour of crisis.
This is subversion of the party as the country, not actions!
It's been over 6 hours, Navarra. Tell me what's happening. Is it going against him? They're having target practice?
Well, he's being cornered, attacked by the majority.
What majority? Names. Tell me their names, Navarra.
Grandi, Bottai, De Vecchi, De Bono, Marinelli, and Pareschi.
And Ciano?
He has yet to speak.
Call me the minute he finishes.
Certainly.